Students, today we will discuss about the idealism. Students, let us start with the derivative meaning of idealism. The word idealism is derived from ideals or ideas which are based on higher moral values of life. Reality of anything lies in ideas, thoughts and mind, not in physical, material or external world. Ideas are of cosmic significance. Mind is the reality, or we can say that mind is the spiritual reality. Idealism is the most oldest philosophy. First used by Plato, the word idealism is derived from two distinct sources, ideal and idea. The word ideal means true and testified knowledge. The ideas are of cosmic significance. They are not in the state of becoming, they already exist. Man discovers them if he makes efforts. Man has to live the life of ideals which are universally true. Let us discuss about the meaning and the definition of idealism. The origin of idealism is the combination of two words, idea and ism. It is the synonym of English word idealism. Different philosophers have defined idealism differently. According to the Ross, idealism is the essence of mind and spirit, that is the true reality of a mental character. According to Harold Titus, idealism asserts that reality consists of ideas, thoughts, mind or cells rather than material object and forces. Plato, who is known as the father of idealism, believed that there are two worlds. The first is the spiritual or mental world, which is eternal, permanent. There is also a world of appearance, the world of experience through sight, touch, smell, taste and sound, that is changing. To understand truth, one must pursue knowledge and identify with the absolute mind. Here are chief exponents of the idealism, Western and Indian. Students, we all know philosophy has three branches. One is the metaphysics, second is the epistemology and third is the axiology. In B.Ed second year syllabus of CRSO Jeend University, topic is epistemology of Western philosophy, idealism, pragmatism and naturalism. So we will only discuss about the epistemology of idealism. Epistemology is the most fundamental branch of philosophy which explain philosophically the nature of knowledge, origin of knowledge, method of knowledge and sources of knowledge. According to Plato, knowledge acquired through senses always uncertain and incomplete, since the sensory world is only the destroyed copy of a more perfect sphere of being. Knowledge is perceived and crystallized in mind. Idealist knowledge is not fragmented but unified and coherent. A particular item of knowledge becomes significant only when it is seen in the total context. Knowledge acquired through the activity, creativity and exercise of mind is more important than the knowledge acquired through senses. Idealism is the view that reality can only be known through ideas, that only psychological experience can be apprehended by the mind. Knowledge is obtained through the activity of mind. It is the starting point and the originator of all knowledge. Mind is ultimate spiritual, not material. It can discover its own laws. The physical world exists insofar as it responds to the demands of the mind. Mind is competent to answer any question that it can raise. Let us discuss about the idealism and curriculum. Idealists want the child to study that knowledge which is of paramount value, so they want to teach those subject and curricular and co-curricular program which creates an ideal and spiritual person. Their great importance to the education of mind, so they emphasize on the study of humanities rather than through positive sciences. To know the capitalized knowledge and experience of the race, history, geography may be taught. According to the idealist, the curriculum should cater to the enrichment of three capacities of mind: knowing, feeling, and willing. So, curriculum may have three integral parts: sciences, means physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, astronomy; cultural subject like literature, music, fine arts; practical arts and vocational skills. Idealists also advocate the study of hygiene and physiology as well as gymnastics. Idealism and teaching method. Some advocates of idealism have provided the following teaching techniques: questioning, discussion, lecture method, single and group project. Froebel developed the methodology of play, which is known as kindergarten. Pestalozzi advocates self activities on the part of children for gaining knowledge. Idealism and discipline. Idealists feel strict discipline is essential for self realization. By realizing the importance of self discipline, idealism has emphasized to put into practice. Idealists want to develop the personality of the child through the medium of discipline. According to the idealist, teacher guidance is necessary at every step because he will impress upon his pupil the importance of higher values by leading virtues, and they will try to follow his example. Idealism and teacher. According to the Rose, the educator constitutes the special environmental factor whose function is to lead the child nearer reality to guide him towards the utmost possible perfection. Idealist thinks teacher is an indispensable necessity without whom there is no education. An ideal teacher has his own technique and he does not confine himself to any distinct technique. According to Froebel, the teacher is the gardener who cares the tender plant in the form of the child. According to the idealism, the classroom is a place where the mature mind of the teacher and immature minds of the pupils meet. There is a bond of common purpose between the two. The mature person has the function of making the purpose clear. He should not underestimate the competency of his pupils. Free questioning and fearless analysis is the right of the learner. Thanks.